Hello, my tone it up friends. I'm going to make finally, I know it's not really trending right now, but finally I'm going to make my 10 things about me video. And I have my list. Yay! I love lists. I'm a dork. I'm a dork. I hope you enjoy it. My name is Promise Joy Dubose. At least that's what it says on my license. My maiden name is Rhodes, Rhodes. And I love that name, and I have to admit, I was really sad that I had to change it. But of course, I wasn't gonna be one of those super modern women and keep my maiden name. But I've decided, and my husband thinks it's a good idea too, that if I ever make it and start touring with my music and stuff, that I'll be Promise Rhodes, because it flows off the tongue a little better. Promise Rhodes. This is also with one. My birthday is June 1st. Yay, it's coming up. 1987. I'm a Gemini, so that means I have an evil twin. And you know what? That evil twin comes out pretty often. Number 2. I was born in Bryan, Texas, which is a part of the Twin Cities, Bryan College Station. College Station is home to Texas A&M University. Go Aggies. I'm not an Aggie, but I'm gonna whoop anyway. Because you know what? When you grow up there, you basically are an Aggie. 3. I love whales, and I'm not talking about the mammal. They're mammals, right? They feed milk. They're mammals. I'm talking about the country. Wales. I have really good friends there, and I've known them since I was 12. And I've traveled back and forth to Wales since I was 14, so for the past 10 years. And that means I've been to the UK, like London and England and stuff a lot. So I love Wales. I just really love it. 4, I love animals. I did grow up on a little farm. We had chickens, geese, pigeons, rabbits, a miniature horse, goats, a potbelly pig, lots of cats, outdoor cats to keep the snakes away, dogs, various and sundry. We once had a pet squirrel that I found. It fell out of its nest, a baby squirrel. He lived a while and then died from something random, poor thing. And then we also had a pet owl for a while because we also found him, and his parents weren't around. We watched him for 2 days, and he just was in the same place, so we took him. And then we gave him to wildlife rescue. So hopefully he's doing good. And then my pets now, I have 2 pit bulls. One is named Slate or Slater. His nickname is longer than his real name. And then Pitch or Pitchell. Pitch is named Pitch because he's pitch black, and Slate is named Slate because he's slate gray. So he's actually a little bit lighter, but whatever. And then I also have 2 fire belly toads. They're really cute, and if you want to see pictures of them, just go to my Pets or Animals album on Facebook. One is named Singdao, and Han Qing Chao died, and so I got another one, and I don't know why Han Qing Chao died. He was just dead one morning, and it was really sad. I cried hard. And I haven't decided on the name for the other one, but it has to be something Chinese. 5, I've been married 1 year and 5 months as of the 18th, and we met in June of 2009, right after my 22nd birthday. And he was living in College Station, going to school, and he worked at a restaurant. He was a server at a really nice restaurant, like one of the nicest restaurant in our town, Christopher's World Grill. And my sister worked there, and I met him through her. Number 6, I was in a band when I was a teenager. I was the second to youngest in the band. Started when I was 17, and it was called Elmo Whedon, and it was the name of a man who used to live in Bryan, and he owned a lot of land, and there's a street in Bryan called Elmo Whedon, and that's where we got the name. Thank you, Aaron Swink. It says here, it was called Elmo Whedon, and those were some of the best years of my life. They really were. I had so much fun. I love singing, I love writing music, and I love playing live. Recording is okay, but it's tedious. And I still play music. I mean, I'm trying. I try to post on my other channel a lot. The P-Prom on YouTube. because I would like it to eventually like be able to have that as my job. So we'll see. 7. I was overweight my entire life. And when I was 18, I decided that I was done and I wanted to be healthy and lose weight. And when I say overweight, I mean obese. Yeah. I mean, when I was little, I just was like a chubby kid. My eyelashes are irritating me. Um, Up until about age 9, I was just like chubby, kind of like cute. I was one of those little cute kids that runs around chubby, not like huge stomach, nasty little. I'm sorry. I just wasn't obese when I was little. I just see some children these days and I think, what is wrong with their parents? And I know you all agree with me. And then when I hit about 10, 11, I really started gaining weight and I dealt with depression. And, I didn't ever express it. That's another part of being a Gemini. You don't express your feelings. And I didn't. So my parents had no idea that I was, really sad and depressed growing up. So I bet my life would have been my younger years would have been a lot different if I had expressed it in my emotions and everything. But so until I was 18, I was like obese. So, and to lose weight, all I did was start running. And I didn't run like tons of miles. I just started running and doing a little bit of working out, and I cut my portions in half, and I lost weight. I lost 50 pounds over about a year, so pretty healthy rate of weight loss. Number 8, I was homeschooled my entire life. If you couldn't tell, oh my lord, now y'all are gonna be like, that's what it is. And then I have an older sister named Cecilia. And I have 2 older half-brothers, Austin and Ben. And then I also have a younger brother who's a year and a few months younger than me. And he was born a month early, and I can't remember what it's called exactly, but he was born with a hole in his heart, and usually it closes up. Like a lot of times kids are born with them, but they close up pretty fast, and his didn't, and he died 2 days after he was born. It's really interesting because I know I saw him, but I was only a year and maybe 4 months old, and so I don't remember him at all. But there's always felt like there's something missing because Mom and Dad always talked about him growing up. They made sure that we knew we had a little brother, and that he was important, and also I think every day the first year he was gone, my mom took my sister and I to the cemetery because she wanted to be with him, and I'm gonna cry. She would take us there, and so I think it was just really, we just knew that he was there, and we know he's alive. And my first memories actually of the cemetery. So break time. Baby David, we love you a lot, and we miss you. But we know we'll see you. Number 9. I have flown an acrobatic airplane. Can you believe it? Yes, I flew it on my own. I mean, there was a pilot in the front, but I was in the plane and I had control, and I actually barrel rolled it 3 times. It was awesome. My dad has his private pilot's license, and I grew up around planes because my dad's always worked on airplanes, and yeah, he has an honorary degree from Texas A&M in aerospace engineering, and he works with grad students in aerospace. It's really cool. He has a really cool job. Number 10. I am melancholy and do very well spending lots of time alone. When I was little, like I said, we lived on a farm, we lived in the country, and on rainy, cool or cold days, like guaranteed, I would put a coat on and just disappear into the woods, and almost every time, if it wasn't raining too hard and it was just sprinkling or whatever, I would take a nap in the leaves because it smelled so good and it was so comfortable. And I don't know why I'm like that, but that's just how I've always been. I really love nature, and I feel the most at peace and just like, not to be like corny, but just kind of centered and balanced and at peace when I'm in nature and surrounded by it. I also love climbing trees. I still do it. But I I don't want people to think I'm a crazy person. And then I have a bonus one. I have a brain tumor. But don't worry, I've had it since I was 21. I'm almost 25. And it is benign. And it's actually a lot smaller than it used to be. When they found it, it was the size of a blueberry. It's a prolactinoma. So it's what that means is it's a buildup of prolactin cells, which if you've had children, like, you know, the prolactin hormone is to make you lactate to feed your children. But thank God that never happened to me. They said most people that's like the sign is like they start lactating, but that did not happen to me. So, yes, I have a benign prolactinoma on my pituitary gland, and I have to take medicine every week, once a week, to shrink it and to stop the prolactin from just secreting. But I'm really hoping to get off of it because every time I take it, I get awful cramps, I bloat, I feel terrible, I feel tired, and I want to get off of it because it's not good for me. I really think it has a lot to do with the way I feel because I deal with fatigue a lot, and I think that's what it's from. Gosh, this is 15 minutes. Okay, I've got to edit this down. See y'all later. I hope you enjoy.